Oh, we love talking with you about our ag commodity trade here on Market Day Report. I'm Marlin Bohling with you, your tour guide to the ag commodities. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at what the grain markets are doing right up to the minute with our instant quotes provided by Bar Chart. And on the corn market as of right now, we have that December contract now trading 2.5 cents higher at 492.5. Started out kind of weak on the day, and now it's starting to firm up. So now we're basically on the high of the day. Let's look at soybeans. What are they doing? Well, they're firming up too. This is interesting. November now up 11 at 12.97 1/4. That's only one tick from its high of the day. My goodness, we're knocking on the door of $13 now all of a sudden. Okay, let's take a look at what the wheat market is doing today. In Chicago, you have December 4.5 higher now at 581 3/4. You know, that got as low as 568.5 last night and early this morning. And now we bounced off of that by about 13 cents. So a big turnaround in the wheat trade as well. We're within a penny of our high of the day. Kansas City wheat, December now 7.25 higher at 676. That would put us 2.5 cents from its high of the overnight and early morning trade. Moving on to Minneapolis wheat, December now up 8.75. We're at 737.5. That's 13 cents off of its earlier low today, and now we're within a couple of pennies or so of its high. Well, moving on to cotton. Can we see plus signs there? No. We have December cotton down 102 points at 84.13 per pound as the weakness continues in the cotton market here this week. We have Ben Hushon with us right now. He's with the mill in Whitehall, Maryland. And he joins us for an update on the Mid-Atlantic region there, how farming conditions are there. We had USDA's harvest progress update yesterday, and I just wondered how that compared to how the progress is where you are there, Ben.
Good morning, Marlin. Well, progress is not going terribly well, but we don't want to complain. The last 2 weekends, 2 weekends ago, we had 2 to 3 inches of rain. This past Saturday and Sunday, we had 3/4 of an inch to an inch. And, of course, this time of year, we don't have the heat, so things dry out slowly. As of yesterday morning, I was struggling to find anybody running a combine. So harvest is moving, but it's certainly moving slowly.
You know, Tim Ross pulled up a radar map of the area this morning, and I just don't see anything out there. I mean, it looks like there's nothing to really hold you back for the time being. So hopefully they can make some fairly strong harvest progress. What kind of results are you hearing so far?
So we're hearing very good results. Yields are good, kind of in different areas. But the one thing about the weather that we've had, Marlin, and for the viewers, I sent in some pictures. Folks are having, I mean, what happens with wet weather? First, you go to the shop, grease things up, make some adjustments. But it also gives the farmers a chance to go look at some things. As I've shared with you in the past, this community pretty strong on cover crops and the benefits of cover crops. But the challenge is, I mean, here we are, the middle of October. There's only a couple options, pretty much small grains, to put down after harvest. So this year, we made a big push, got a drone, made a big push of applying with a drone cover crop over top of standing corn late August, primarily through mid-September. And for the viewers, those pictures are radish and annual ryegrass that was flown on when we had some people tell us we were nuts, to be honest with you. But we've been following the helicopters and the airplanes in the community with and what success they've had, where what's worked and hasn't. Pretty interesting. They run the combine through there last Friday, in some cases Thursday or Friday, and all of a sudden have a cover crop, have radishes and grass already up and growing instead of trying to park the combine so you can go drill some cover crop in.
So what's the end goal with those crops that you're seeding in there anyway? Are you doing that for forage value or just to hold the soil or what?
Great question. Forage value, likely not in most of our area. So obviously, every one of our customers are in Chesapeake Bay watershed. So there's lots of incentive and lots of some of it financial, some of it just wanting to do the right thing. They're to get cover crop on so that we have any excess nitrogen, any excess nutrients that might be left from the crop. Probably not much left this year because it was a pretty strong yield year so far. But anything left gives them soil holding capacity and also capture any of those nutrients, so they stay right there on the farm where the farmer paid for them to be.
So if this is your first time seeding by drone, what do you think?
We're happy so far. We've got some more homework to do. I talked to the two fellas, Mike and Connor, that primarily ran our drone for us this year, flew our drone for us this year. And they actually went to, I believe, 80% of the fields we did, and we're eyeballing them yesterday and trying to find patterns. We believe there's some herbicide program effect that we're trying to dissect. I know 5 years ago, Penn State did a really deep dive into what to expect after various herbicide programs as far as how soon can you establish cover crops.
Wow, look at you guys being cutting edge on doing new technology and research out there. That's awesome. Keep us posted, if you would, on how things are going in that regard. I'm fascinated to hear that you can do that. Who would have thought that 5 years ago? So interesting stuff, Ben. Congratulations on that. And we'll talk with you again next week. Ben Hushon of The Mill. He's in Whitehall, Maryland. We'll take a break here. We'll come back and cover livestock next.